Divorce happens. In fact, it happens to almost 50% of first marriages. So let's talk about it. Welcome to Divorce Happens, a podcast to educate, inspire, support, and yes, make you laugh through divorce and beyond so that you can start fresh on the next phase of your journey. Remember, divorce happens, and then we start fresh.
You get divorced. You get divorced.
Getting divorced?
I'm getting a divorce.
You're getting a divorce.
Because she's getting a divorce.
So what if I get divorced?
Welcome to Divorce Happens, the show where we support you before, during, and after divorce with education, inspiration, and a little bit of laughter. Because as you know, divorce happens, and then you start fresh. I'm Olivia Howell, and I'm here coming at you today with a quick solo episode. Just you and me to talk through something I know so many people face during divorce. Let's get started. Gaslighting has become a buzzy word, but the lived experience of it, it's actually not dramatic. It's not that obvious. It's not like it has neon flashing signs. Gaslighting and emotional minimization often show up in quiet, subtle, everyday ways that leave you doubting your own reality. If you've ever thought, am I being too sensitive? Am I imagining this? Why does everything feel off? You're not alone, and no, you're not imagining it. Let's talk about what gaslighting and emotional minimization actually look like inside of a marriage. One of the biggest signs is inconsistency between what you feel and what you're told you're feeling. You say something hurts you, they say you're overreacting. You express a need, they say you're being dramatic. You describe a pattern, they say that never happened. Over time, this disconnect makes you question your internal compass. Another indicator is constant rewriting of events. A conversation you remember vividly gets reframed as, you took it wrong. A hurtful comment becomes just a joke. A broken promise becomes, you're too demanding. You begin to mistrust your memory, not because it's faulty, but because someone keeps insisting their version is the only version. A subtler version of gaslighting is emotional shrinking. When you learn to compress your feelings so they fit the other person's comfort level. You stop bringing things up. You edit yourself down. You pre-filter every sentence to avoid backlash. Your world gets smaller to keep the peace. Another sign, you feel like you need evidence for your own feelings. Texts, screenshots, dates, examples, receipts. You gather proof because you know, deep down, your truth will be dismissed unless you can back it up like a court case. Gaslighting can also look like weaponized calmness, where your partner stays cool, distant, and unemotional while you get upset, and then they use your emotional response to invalidate the original issue. See, this is what I mean. You're being irrational, but you're not irrational. You're reacting to being chronically minimized. Another red flag is chronic self-doubt. You apologize constantly. You hesitate before speaking. You assume you're wrong and you assume they're right. Your confidence erodes slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. And here's the biggest sign of all. You feel deeply confused around them, but deeply clear when you're alone. That contrast is truth speaking. So if you're thinking, wait, this sounds familiar, please hear this. Gaslighting and emotional minimization don't mean you're weak. They mean you've been in a dynamic that taught you to doubt yourself. And the moment you name what's happening, you begin to reclaim something incredibly important. Your own knowing. You are not too sensitive. You are not imagining things. And your emotional experience deserves to be believed, especially by you. Thanks for spending these few minutes with me. Remember, you deserve support, you deserve clarity, and you deserve to rebuild a life that feels like yours. If you need more guidance, visit freshstartsregistry.com for free resources, vetted experts, and ways to feel less alone. As always, you can send me a DM at Olivia Howell on Instagram. I'll see you next time. Divorce Happens is produced by Fresh Starts Registry, the only divorce registry platform for everything you need to begin again, including home items, hype team, and everything in between. Remember, divorce happens, and then we start fresh. We're here to support you before, during, and after divorce. Head to freshstartsregistry.com for more info.